My name is Funi. I received my PhD from Wisconsin Medicine, and right now I started a company to do the cluster system, especially for the interconnections for the clusters. What we want to do, we want to promote a new kind of interconnection to make the communication, the networking for the cluster system is more efficient. And we joined LF Edge because we think the edge is a kind of a cluster. Then they combine like a small few amount of servers together. Then in this case, we think in the traditional way, if you use like a big switch, like more a part of the switches is not suitable for the edge scenario. So we want to build up a more compact and more efficient networking for the edge cluster. That's why we joined in the Alpha Edge. What we are doing in Alpha Edge is we want to promote this technology for the Arduino, especially for the Arduino Type 5. In our perspective, we think edge is, we have a different definition for the edge. Most of people, they define edge based on the location. They think that edge is the cloud near to the customer or to the endpoint. But in our idea, we think edge is a cluster with small amount of server. Especially nowadays, if we build up like a mega data center, like a massive data center, we need a lot of energy. For a lot of energy for in one site is very problematical, not just because of environment, also because of the power consumption for one city. But if we can distribute the cluster or like a cloud in the small pieces in near the customer, it's not just because of it's not just benefit the customer to have the latency, but also they can lower the power consumption in one region. That's we define cloud. Actually, we think the cloud is a trend for the cluster to evolve in the nowadays and also in the future, not because of people define the cloud. Actually, it's a natural thing that the computing need go from concentrate to like centralized to distributed. That's what we define cloud. And it's very important, as I said, because of the power constriction, and also because of environment requirement, and also because of the user experience. So we think cloud is very important because they can solve all the problems together. So we want to build up a cloud, an edge cloud that more compact. That's our vision and also our attempts. For a startup, we joined the Alpha Edge because we see the possibility to promote new kind of technology to the big vendors. You know, as I said, because of the edge is a natural way for the computing from the centralized fashion to the distributed fashion. But most of the big vendors like the Amazon, AWS, and Microsoft, they are very comfortable with the old ways. Linux Foundation Edge project, they give us like a platform to share our ideas and also share our vision to the big vendors. And then for a startup, we think it's very important for us to express our ideas to the big vendors and also remind them that the computing is changing, not because of the technology, or actually because of the environment, technology, and also the user experience. From what we experienced currently, we see for the edge, the biggest problem for the edge computing is that the sites are too many. According to the report, in the next 5 or 10 years, there are more than like 2 million, even like 3 million sites, like a cluster system. But right now, if we think about the amount of the edge cluster, we need to think about if we can lower like 1% of the power consumption for one cluster, we need to multiply the effects by 3 million. Then that is the same that we need to think about, not just the performance, but also for the efficiency. So in next 5 years or even 10 years, we think one of the most biggest trends is to lower the power consumption for the edge computing, make the networking more efficient. That's why we think, actually currently we can see most of the CPU vendors, they make like more efficient CPUs. However, for the networking part, no people realize this problem yet. So we want to say, hey, besides the CPU make more efficient and more like powerful, how about we can do something for the networking, make it more compact, more powerful, and also more power consumption, if more power efficient. That's what we want to do. Okay, for the LFH, I think is a freedom is a common or like a freedom platform. People can express their ideas and also they can share their vision for the computing like technology. I think I have some ideas that for the big vendors, I suggest them to give some attention or like to the startups and then give them some like a chance or like an opportunity to practice their ideas. And also for startups that join the LFH, I think just be brave to express your ideas. You know, sometimes the technology change based not just on like the big vendors, also they want some ideas from the small guys. And I think for the LFH, for the open source, it is a platform for the big guys and the small guys. They can share, exchange ideas, and then we contribute to the technology together. Yeah.